connect us globally and grant us instant access to information, yet they can strain family relations on the home front. Hello, I'm Alison Sariman Kintao, and welcome to Mobi Relations. This program highlights the impact of mobile phone usage on family relationships within Divine Word University. We feature Picky Airi, an IT and education professional who is DWU's Director of the Center for Learning and Teaching, leading strategic initiatives in digital literacy, technology-enabled learning, and professional development. Can you highlight some positive impacts of the use of mobile phones by members of your family?
Yeah, definitely. There's been a few positive benefits. Most importantly is, of course, the need for communication. I think we're having mobile phones within the family unit enables us to communicate together, so we're able to know where the other person is. A particular case in point is I have my eldest daughter who is in school, and when there is a situation or there's an issue in school or within the town, we need to communicate with her, and having a mobile phone is definitely making it easy for us to be able to call her and ask her how the situation is like at the school and if she does need us to go and pick her up. So that's one of the positive benefits of having phones within the family. And also with your spouse as well, you're able to communicate with each other, find out where the other person is, or if there's a need for you to ask your partner to do something for you while they're out in town. You have the benefit of using a mobile phone to be able to make that communication. So I think on a personal level, there's benefit, but also within the relationship in the family, there's also the need for communication. So for me, the first one would be communication. And of course, as another benefit that has come about with the use of mobile phone is the ability for the children to be able to use that phone with various learning apps within the phone. We've also seen more recently the negative benefits or negative impacts that use of mobile phones is having within the family. And there's a particular case where our children now begin to rely too much on the phone or spend too much time on the phone that they have no time to do any household chores. And when their mother is asking them to do something, they're so caught up in their phone, they're so buried in their phone that they have no idea what's happening, or the need for them to get up, at least clean their rooms or do something that they need to do, that will actually benefit the family. So that's one of the negative impacts I've seen. And more importantly is with the phones, the use of the phones also allows them to communicate with their friends. And sometimes this can be positive, but there are times when the communication might be to do something that we don't know about or we don't agree to, that we have no idea about. So most of the time they have their own plans to go to town or do something else without us having any idea about. And how did they get to this? Because they have access to phones. They're able to WhatsApp each other or talk to each other on the phone without our knowledge. Thank you. I think over a year ago, when preparing for the Digital Citizenship Program, I came across an application called Family Link, and I began to use that application, and how that application helps me to address some of these negative impacts I shared earlier on the phone usage is I managed to connect my children's phone with my phone, and I'm able to control the timing. So I can lock the phone. If they use it for an hour, it automatically locks the phone, so they're not able to use it until they seek permission or they come ask me for the passcode. I set the passcode and it enables the phone for them to use it. That's one. Two, I'm also able to lock out applications. So I have noticed that they've been using TikTok a lot, WhatsApp a lot, and Facebook more recently. So on that Family Link application, I'm able to block or restrict the use of those applications. So every time they try to install, it's blocked, they install again, I keep blocking it because it gives me notification. And that also gives me a insights as to what my children are interested in. It gives me some idea as to what young people in general are interested in. So that's one way that I'm able to, a measure that I've taken, and I currently am advocating for that. I share this with my colleagues. Try install Family Link on your phone. All you have to do is just create a Gmail account on your children's phone, get it connected to your account, and then you'll be the parent control. So you can monitor their activities on the phone, or even set restrictions on what sort of sites they can visit whenever they are connected to the internet. Yes, our endeavor in teaching this digital citizenship in the past 2-3 years has shown us a lot of things that we as parents, especially in this day and age, need to do, especially when it comes to the use of mobile phones and the impact it's having on our young generation. And that's where most of my recommendations, I'll draw them from. We've realized that with the current rate at which technology is changing and it's coming out, almost everyone in a family has access to a phone. In fact, when you look at the data report or sites, you'll notice that the number of phones that Papua New Guineans have compared to the internet penetration rate is well over 30%. That means that almost in every household, we have at least 2 to 3 people with phones, regardless of wherever they are, either it be in urban area or in the rural area. So, and most of these are children. So one of the things I would like to recommend is for families is maybe you don't need special applications, but start having actual conversations with the children about the use of phones and the acceptable use of phones and the dangers that come with it. A lot of our current issues that have been, trending issues that have been on social media are all related to improper use of phones. Yeah. And you have things like cybercrime happening, online theft happening. There are also phishing happening. People are starting to steal identity and steal important information about people. And there's also cyberbullying. So more recently, we had a case that's now going viral on Facebook about young people fighting over someone making a very nasty comment in response to somebody else's post. And this is all related to mobile phones. So we need to start having open dialogues with our children about the right way to use phones and what could potentially happen if you step out of the line and you start abusing the use of your phones. One drastic measure that you can take is to, of course, start taking some control measures. So proactively we can talk and talk to our children about the use of phones, but if that doesn't happen, then we might need to start taking some control measures, like what I shared earlier on, probably install an application like Family Link and just totally block off everything else except phone calls and other learning applications. So that could be one way.
Mobile phones have transformed communication. However, they also act as barriers, fostering a culture of distraction that undermines the depth of conversations and emotional connections within families. And that concludes our program. However, if you wish to comment on the impact of mobile phone usage on family relationships, do visit our Mobi Relations blog to have your say. Thank you.